Yes then YouTube, we are back with another custom tactics video for you of a formation that I didn't plan on doing this early on in this stage of the new FC 25, but I have been using it in Rivals and more specifically Draft. I've won 2 drafts in a row using this formation. It is the formation you are looking at on your screen right now. It is the 4-3-3 number 4 variation, so the one with the cam. But first YouTube, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. So without any further ado, let's get into it. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FC25 coins, please check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 5% off your order, especially with the new game now here. Go and check them out. Now, on the tactical preset, you are going to want to use custom. And by the way, YouTube as well, I will have a code for you, which I will show you at the end of the video. And if you don't see it, I will drop it as the pinned comment in this. So you can just type in the code and you will see the custom tactics for you right there. So I'm using custom on the tactical preset with the 4-3-3 attack variation. So this is the one with the cam, and the cam is such an important player in this formation. I'm telling you what, I didn't think this formation was going to be this good. I really didn't. It is absolutely amazing, so definitely use it. The build-up style though, I do use balanced. I'm not really interested in counter or anything like that. Short passing though is the one that is definitely good and a viable option. So maybe if you do want to use something a little bit different rather than balanced, give that short passing a go. But just be warned, you won't really have many players making penetrating runs in behind, which I think is so key and so important when you do use a custom tactics on FC 25. Having players that make them runs in behind is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most important aspects. So that's why I use balance. And if you actually read what it says, players will vary between forward runs and coming short. The team's transition to their in-possession shape will be steady rather than sudden. So I prefer that. It's kind of like a mix of everything, and that's why I use it. Now with the defensive approach, and this is like last year's defensive depth, if any of you don't know. So this is basically the defensive depth. I have gone to 61, and if you read what it says, a riskier approach to defending, applying situational pressure and adapting a high line that tends not to track opposition runs. Basically, this means that your defensive line is just a little bit higher, which is really good. I think the high lines this year are actually really effective, because I don't know whether any of you agree, and let me know in the comment section down below if you do disagree or not. But I don't really think pace is that important so far. Like, a lot of the defenders do just catch up with even Mbappe and stuff like that. So that's why I feel like you can get away with having that higher line than you would normal. So that is, of course, the team tactics. Now, the player roles, this is where it really does get interesting. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Check out trustdice.wing. Link is down in the description below. Enjoy 8,000 plus crypto games, up to 20% cash back, fast withdrawal system, and a 24/7 live support. You do have popular games in the casino, and you also have a live casino if you do want to check it out. Link is down in the description below. Check them out. Now the striker, of course, you probably already know what the striker is going to be on, and this is definitely something that I feel like you should be using now. It is advanced forward, a versatile attacker who usually stays close to the opposition's defensive line, but opens themselves up for passes in the build-up and makes runs in behind for scoring chances. But one thing I will say though, YouTube, it doesn't let you have complete forward, but complete forward as well is definitely a good one. So definitely have advanced forward or complete forward on your striker. On my left winger and my right winger though, YouTube, I have them both on exactly the same thing, and you will see why with what I have with my fullbacks, why I have these the way they are. I play with both my left winger and my right winger on inside forward and attack. Now the inside forward, if you read what it says, a wide attacker who begins on the wing but will regularly cut inside onto their preferred foot to shoot or play the final passes. They tend to run in behind the defence. And remember what I said at the start of the video, YouTube, having the players that make penetrating runs in behind defenses is very important this year, especially because if your opponent then doesn't track the run, we then have we have a free run on goal with the player, but then if our opponent does track the run, it then leaves a nice big bit of space for our cam or our number 10 to operate in. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for us. And I think this formation, having the left winger and the right winger on both inside forward and attack, is so key. It kind of reminds me of like a prime Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, where you'd have Mane and Salah playing on the left and the right, and they'd make penetrating runs diagonally inwards towards the centre of the goal. Very, very, very nice. And as you can see, that is exactly the same on my left winger as well. So inside, forward and attack. Now the cam, this is where you can have a little bit of freedom to use what you like. So you can use whatever you want to do. So I have my cam on playmaker, okay? I really like that. But Shadow Striker is definitely a good one. Like, I really do like Shadow Striker. I used it on my second run in the draft and I liked it probably just as much as playmaker, but I just feel like playmaker, the player kind of just has a little bit more freedom to kind of get on the ball, dictate play and make things happen. So that's why I really love having that player on playmaker. And if you read what it says, this player tends to be a creative fulcrum of a midfield, given license to roam and create space and opportunities for attacks, likely to be out of possession if the opposition counters. And I don't mind that. We kind of like weigh it up where I want that cam to have the freedom to kind of do what they want, get on the ball, express themselves and find them pockets of space. And this is why I'm really liking the new custom tactics. I am getting used to them, but I really like it because I feel like we're getting a little bit more Football Manager in there. I know some of you won't like it, and I get it. Trust me, I totally get it. But I really like it. I really do. And I have the focus on balanced rather than attack, or rather than just roaming. I like when asked to be balanced, the playmaker will offer defensive support when needed as well as orchestrating attacks. So it does just give us that nice bit of defensive solidity. If you have a look what roaming does, when set to roaming, the playmaker will have freedom to explore the pitch and find the best places to support attacks. And I like that, but the playmaker role already does that, so we kind of don't want to double it up. So the balance does just give us that nice bit of defensive support. Now the right central midfielder, I play as a box-to-box, and if you read what this says, this player operates between the two boxes, operating as neither the last line of defence nor the final part of the attack, but involved in everything in between. And Conor Gallagher's actually really good for this, although we won't be using him come tomorrow when we load up the points, but he is actually really good at this box-to-box role, and I really like him in there. Basically, he just is that box-to-box. He gets forward, he helps out in the defence, does everything, and of course the focus is on balance. I then play with the left central midfielder on holding those. So the left central midfielder, think of this player like a traditional number 6, like a Rodri, Boubacar Kamara for Aston Villa, up the Villa. Big win against the Wolves yesterday. Let's go. 4 wins out of 5 up the Villa. So I just feel like we need one of our midfielders to be that holding role, and this kind of like a pivotal role in modern football. This defence-minded midfielder focuses on guarding their backline during the attacks and covering off against counter-attacks with limited attacking support. I don't mind that. We've got enough attack-minded players that we don't need another midfielder helping out in the attack. We've already got the box-to-box, the playmaker, the inside forwards, the advanced forwards. We kind of don't need anyone else going forward, so that's why that is perfect for that left central midfielder role. I then personally play with both my left back and my right back on wing back. So my left back and right back, this player's versatility and stamina allows them to push upfield to support attacks before returning to their defensive position. So again, kind of like a prime Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, where you'd have Mane and Salah from the left and the right making penetrating runs inwards. You would then get your width from the overlapping fullbacks in Trent and Andy Robertson. That is how I have inspired this 4-3-3-4. Very nice. So as the left winger and the right winger make penetrating runs inwards, the left back and the right back will then overlap, providing us the width on that right hand side. Very nice. And then not last but not least, but I personally, YouTube, play with both my centre backs as ball playing defenders. I really like that. I think it is definitely the best one you can use, having both of them as the ball playing defenders. And then last but not least, my goalkeeper is on sweeper, keeper and balance. And that right there, YouTube, is my brand new updated 4-3-3, well, not even updated, my brand new 4-3-3-4 variation for you. And there you can see the code on your screen right now as well. But remember, if you don't get to this part of the video, I will pin it for you in the comment section down below. Remember, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.